GregCast, it is Greg, and once again, the GregCast is on the road. That's right, kids. Please don't try this at home. We are driving around town today. It's a beautiful day here in northern Alabama. We've come up with a really great concept here. It's called fall break. I highly recommend it for those of you around the country. That's right. You just take a week off in October. It's a masterful plan. I absolutely love it. Anyway, so today, what we're going to do with our time is we're going to float this theory. I'm going to go ahead and propose that based on the place that I visit, the people who frequent that place are going to make a similar or have a similar political view. So we're going to choose like a business, and we're going to identify that business, and then we're going to go in there and ask the people simply, who do they prefer to be president? And then based on the location, I'm going to guess that the people inside are going to say virtually the same thing. All right? We're just going to kind of, dare to stereotype. We're going to stereotype today. It's not really a good thing to get in the habit of in life. You shouldn't stereotype people. You should let them be free to be and act and choose how they choose. You know? But for today, we're going to suspend the morality of stereotyping just to make a point. All right, let's go. Okay, we're running into a little snag here in the test, and that is nobody wants me to videotape inside the store, so I can't go inside the store. So I was going to start here at O'Reilly because I was going to say that maybe based on the name and the Irish heritage that the Irish Catholic historically tends to be democratic in nature, but since it's an auto parts store, I was going to go ahead and make the assumption that that's kind of Republican in nature, that people who buy stuff like to work on cars, and people who work on cars tend to vote Republican. People are hesitant to talk about what they really believe in public. Companies don't want to give me the access from a video standpoint. And I know that there's all kinds of reasons, apparently, but if I just wanted to come into a grocery store and ask people what they think, apparently you can't do that. I guess I would be a bad CNN employee because apparently I'm striking out big time. Alright, I'm going to try here at a very famous hardware store, and my guess is that who I talk to will be Republican. Again, with the logic of people who build things are Republicans. People who buy things are Democrats. How's that for a stereotype? Pretty good, huh? Alright, let's see if we can actually make this one work. See the guy walking away over my shoulder? There he is, see him? He didn't want to help. Apparently I'm onto something here. People are more interested in keeping their political views private, and they're really not into the idea of sharing that for all of us to see or hear. Now, I guess if I asked people what do they think of this blasted economy, they'd be telling me what they think, and they'd be saying, hey, I don't like this economy. Why is he doing this to us? They get all opinionated. But when I ask people who they want to vote for, it's interesting that they don't really want to talk about it, at least not on camera. That's kind of the idea of political privacy, I guess. It's kind of sacred, isn't it? I think I'm onto something here, but I'm going to test this out again. Thanks. No, I just want somebody to tell me something. Okay, I'm in the parking lot of this very public food store chain, which I won't show you the name of it, but I'm going to go ahead and guess with a name that's rooted in the word public that I'm going to say they're Democrats because the democracy seeks to serve the public, whereas the stereotype Republican only serves the rich, right? Speaking of rich, check this car out. Watch this nice car. See that? That's a nice car right there. Now, I just came upon a gentleman, and without any bribery or coaxing at all, I've asked this guy if he would answer my question. Sir.
Yes.
Yes, hi. I was wondering, who are you voting for president?
I'm voting for Obama.
And give me one reason.
He is more concerned with social issues than I think the other party is as a representative of his platform, and I think he tends to have the kind of character that I would trust in the White House.
So would you say that he's more apt to serve the public, or he's more out for the public good?
Yes. Well, that's pretty much it, yeah.
There you have it. Okay, so here at this popular coffee establishment, I would guess that the stereotype would probably be leaning towards the Democrat. Now, whether I can get anybody to talk to that or not, I'm not sure, but I'm striking out so far today, that's for sure. But the stereotype would be the person who buys lots of coffee, buys other things, and therefore they're dependent on these really cool things that they can buy, and that makes them tends to be Democrat. What do you think? Okay, who are you voting for president?
Pretty much undecided at this point.
If you were leaning one way or the other, where would you lean?
More towards Obama.
Very good. It's interesting. Here's the irony, folks. In church, we set a goal to share our beliefs. In public, it's interesting, we just don't want to go on the record. I find that somewhat ironic, and maybe a place where this whole faithful citizenship stuff really does apply. Is it possible that you could be in public and still share your belief without any hesitation? Now, I understand in this day and age, some short guy coming up to you with a camera makes you kind of nervous. I understand that. And with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably the reason why people didn't want to talk to me. Because they're on camera and they feel kind of awkward. And maybe if we were in a different setting, they might share it. So let's not down the public too much. But isn't it interesting that people will not go on the record with what they believe? Well, I guess today's GregCast simply asks the question, will you? Will you go on the record? Will you share with your family or your friends, or even a stranger, what it is that you believe and why it is that you're going to vote the way you're going to vote? Again, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. And I think I stand guilty of disproving the stereotype. I just don't want to be guilty of saying, just because you're this type of person, you're going to vote this way. That's not for me to say. So the sin in stereotyping is that we go ahead and make a judgment. And that's not right. And so the absurd proves the point. I should never go around stereotyping. On the other hand, if you believe what you believe, why won't you share it? Why won't you share it? I don't know. I kind of feel like I would. And I kind of want to call all of us to be brave enough and strong enough with our opinion, once we have one, of course, is to share it with our neighbor. So there you have it. That's the GregCast for today. Thanks for joining me on this absurd journey through the world of stereotyping. And God bless America. Woo!